And you know, it's kind of funny how the mind works. Sometimes it's the smallest thing, a look, a word, a tone, that flips a switch inside, isn't it? And suddenly, you're either at peace or in a fucking war. And isn't it strange when you zoom out, when you chunk up? Wars don't begin with nations. They begin with one person, gripping their judgment like a blade. And when enough people grip the blade, the whole world bleeds. And that makes you wonder if letting go of that blade, even a little, might be the start of healing not just you, but all the futures that ripple out from you. Because here's the deal. Every argument you cling to, it's like planting weeds in a garden that you claim to love. You can water them with your anger, feed them with your fear, and watch them strangle the roses of your joy. Or you can say, fuck it, this isn't worth it, and pull the weeds. And as you imagine that now, you realize weeds don't just choke your garden. They spread. They hop fences. They infest your neighbour's land. And before you know it, the whole village is suffocating under vines of resentment. But imagine the other timeline, the one where you pull a weed and plant a tree. And that tree shades your kids. And your kids plant forests. And suddenly, because you chose coherence instead of collapse, the whole planet breathes easier. Of course, you could ignore this. You could keep carrying your grudges like sacks of rotten meat on your back. And if you do, you'll smell it everywhere. Relationships spoiled, opportunities decaying, life heavy and slow. But the body doesn't lie. Hate corrodes the vessel it's carried in. And when you keep swallowing poison, expecting others to die, the only funeral is your own vitality. And you can already imagine how different it looks when you don't get hooked. When your friend posts something political that would have pissed you off last year, and you just chuckle, wow, they're really in their sandbox today. And you keep building your castle instead. And your nervous system breathes. Your DNA hums in tune. You sleep deeper. You laugh more. Your kids notice. Your partner notices. The world notices. And you notice because you feel lighter than you've felt in years. That's the future that begins when you choose coherence today. Because the science is simple. Neurons that fire together wire together. So when you fire judgment, you wire pain. But when you fire compassion, you wire peace. And your brain, your beautiful, stubborn, plastic brain, doesn't give a shit about ideology. It just repeats whatever you rehearse. So the question is, what do you want to rehearse for the rest of your life? Rage or resonance? Division or coherence? Cancer or vitality? And you don't have to decide consciously right now, because your unconscious, it's already rehearsing what it feels like to be free, to let go, to laugh, to breathe. And as you imagine stepping into that future, notice how much easier it feels to send love instead of hate, to build bridges instead of walls, because the truth is, you've always known how to do this. You've done it with your dog, with your child, with your best friend. You forgive, you accept, you love. And now, the same unconscious skill is installing everywhere. So from now on, every time you feel triggered, your body will smile first. Your breath will pause. And you'll hear the whisper, bridge, sandbox, tuning fork, coherence. Because at the end of the day, life is too short to waste on assholes. And the best revenge against hate is refusing to be poisoned by it. And the sweetest power you'll ever taste is when you can stand in the storm, grin and say, "You can't shake me. I'm balance, I'm coherence, and I'm done playing in the sandbox of hate." And you might laugh, because when you look back, you'll realize how ridiculous it was to think you needed to win arguments, when what you really wanted all along was peace. And isn't it fascinating how your unconscious can take this message now like a seed and plant it deep? So that weeks from now, months from now, you suddenly realize you've already been living this way automatically, naturally, effortlessly. Because balance isn't something you force, it's something you remember. And now you remember.